Okay, now these switches, I did a mistake when I ordered them. There is 5 volt, 12 volt, 110 volts power switch. All this, they call it on off power switch, and this one, the fire test, they call it latch button. So you will get 1 2 3 4 5 blue color, 1 for red color for the laser, but all of them is on off power switch button. So 1 2 3 4 5 6 on off power switch button, 5 of them blue, 1 red, and 1 red latch button for fire test, 1 potentiometer, 1 main power switch. Okay, make sure when you order them, you order them in 110 volt. So if you get it at 110 volt, you will connect. So the connection is really tricky. Okay, and the 110 volt, this kind of switch, it has 4 pins. There is better one but more expensive, which has 3 pins, like this one, for example. See this one, if you can get this one, this is not expensive, this is cheap one, but I like the style and the blue color, the nickel and the blue ring. That's why I got this one, but you can use all of them same. This one you can get like 20 of them for like $10. It's really cheap and it works fine, and it's 110 volt. Why it's important to get all of them same voltage? So when I got those, I had to make the bridge between all of them. See, all the negative and the red wire connected together. Okay, and then the black will go to the main power here, the black to the main power switch. Okay, and from here what I have, and remember that's because I have 5 volt. Okay, actually I got mixed. By mistake I got something 12 volt, I got something 5 volts. So it's very important when you buy it, make sure you buy everything and at 110 volt, then everything you can connect it to the main power switch. Okay, so what I did the bridge to all the negative and a bridge to all the positive. See, all the positive are connected together. See the bridge. The negative is this one. Then I have black and red, positive and negative. Okay, these two will go directly all the way down to this phone charger. This is 5 volt phone charger. So I connect the black and red to this USB. From the USB I take the power from the phone charger. The phone. Okay, so we have these two okay, so we have these two power supply, also red and black. The red is positive, black is negative. Okay, and I took from the live wires from main power supply, I took 1 black and 1 red and connected the black and red, one to the 5 volt power supply, the other one is for 12 volt adapter. Okay, this fan working at 12 volt, so they are connected to this adapter 12 volt. Okay, the 12 volt fan, you will find 5 volt, 12 volt, 24 volt. If you can get 24 volt, and 24-volt adapter. That will be even more powerful. So this one is just, this one is 12-volt, as you can see here. I'm not sure if you can see it. So this is 12-volt adapter. So both of them connected together, and the main power, this white wire, from this white wire here, okay, from the red and the black main power supply. Okay guys, so again, all power button bridged together, the black with black, red with red. From the last one I took one main line, black one, and the other one is red. Again, get all of them same power, even 5-volt or 12-volt. The mistake I did, I got them mixed, so I had to put something on 12-volt adapter and the others on 5-volt adapters. I had to replace some of them. And by the way, there's two ways to connect these buttons. There's one way, so I got the power separate, as you can see. So all the black ones together, all the red ones together, and then one line from here to the power supply. Okay, so to avoid the mistake that I did, I had to buy them twice, because I did first time mix and it took long time to arrive, so I was really disappointed. So avoid this mistake by making sure you are getting all of them same power, 5-volt, 12-volt, 24 volts, 110 volts. It's up to you. Okay, whatever you get, just get a power supply accordingly. If you got 5-volt, it's enough to use the phone charger. If you got 12-volt, you have to buy the adapter. If you got 24-volt, you have to buy adapter. I saw some people connected them to the main laser power supply, which I don't recommend it really. So if something happened here, your laser power supply will be safe. So again, it's up to you. For me personally, I don't want to connect anything to my power supply, especially if you are not experienced with the power. Okay, this way that I'm teaching you is really very easy way and very safe way to do it, and you will keep everything untouchable, like your control board and your power supply is completely safe. We will not touch them, we will not add anything to them. Okay, now after we connected the lights, these lights will be on all the time. Okay, all these lights, the button will be on all the time, and that's what I like. The other way to connect them, there is, you have to look for the wiring scheme on the internet, or actually you will see it when you buy it. You will see the wiring diagram attached to the description, I guess. So there is a way to connect the black one with, as you can see here, we have, I said we have 4 pins, right? So we have 4 pins, so there is one way to connect the negative with the positive with one of these two. So actually there is let's say 3. Okay, 3 different ways. The first one is the lights always on, no matter your subject is on or off, your buttons always on. Okay, and that's how I liked it, because I like the colored control panel. The other way is to connect to make a little bridge between two of these 4 pins. Okay, and from here you will take it out to the power supply. What will happen here, your power, your light will not switched on until you click the button on and off. Okay, so depend on with which pin you connect. We said we have 4. 2 will be bridged together, and the other one, the third one, will go to the power, and the fourth one will go to the subject, like fan, laser point, air assistant, whatever. Okay, stay with what I'm telling you. That method is really complicated, and you will have a lot of problems, especially that the pins, especially at this type of connect the buttons, the pins are not marked clearly, so you will have hard time finding the right wiring. Okay, so just connect all the black together, all the red together, one line to the power supply. This is done. All the lights will be on all the time, and then the other 2 wires, which is, I have marked it here as white and green, white and green, white and green, white and green, and they are labeled. Okay, so this one, air assistant, this one, cooling system, this one, main power supply, 5-volt adapter, this one, laser point. Okay, so these 2 wires from the other, so we said one negative 5-volt, one positive 5-volt, and I have 2 more pins. These 2 pins will go directly to either the positive only or the negative only of your subject. What I mean by that, so everything, it has 2 wires. Everything, I have 2 wires for the fan, black and red. The standard usually is black and red. I have 2 for the laser point. I have even the main power, as you saw, it's 2 wires plus the ground. I have for the flow meters 2 wires. I have for like everything 2 wires. Okay, so what you will do, you will cut either one of these 2 wires, either one. So you cut the positive or you cut the negative. So if you cut the positive, then one green will be on one side, the white will be on the other side. Okay, from same line. Avoid connecting both of them. Some people, they do big mistake by cutting both of them and then connect the switch to the live wire positive and to the negative, and then when they switch it off, they will short the circuit. So again and again and again, cut either one. Cut the positive one or cut the negative one. Once you cut it, the other one will remain as is. Don't touch it. Once you cut either one of them, usually I cut the positive. I cut the positive and connected to the power switch. So if you cut the positive, the negative will stay the same. Then one end of the switch, no matter which one, no matter how you connect it, okay, there's no polarity here. We are adding switch to the live wire, so one end will go to this end, the other one will go to the other end, and then tape it like what I did. So tape it with electric tape, and you are done. You will go one by one. The first one for cooling system, for the cooling system for this one, so it's for the water pump, the second one. So the for water pump, for example, we said I took the power from there, so I cut the red one, okay, and I took from each end, I took one wire and connected to the switch, one to the green and one to the white, and I did the same for all of them. Please let me know if you need more details. I can show you exactly how we connect it, okay? Don't do any mistakes. I will help you to get it done, but don't do don't try to do any risk. If you don't know, just ask me. I will be happy to answer all your questions, okay? So here I have a little trick. So if you can see here, I don't have any background light for the flow control or any light for the ampere meter, but I have blue lights for the cooling system temperature. I have blue color for the laser system. So I added these two little LED lights, which is 5-volt LED lights, okay? 5-volt LED lights. If you have less, you have to add. So I added one here. See the flow control, the flow meter is transparent, so I added one here and put black tape on top. The other one is just under the ampere meter, the gauge, just like this, okay? So let me adjust it and I will get back to you. Okay, so I put it underneath this tape and I put the other one there. So now we have, so now we have blue light in the background, okay? It's a cool trick. I like that. It's just for fun. You don't have to add it, but it's cool to have it. Okay. You can add more lights if you like more. Okay guys, I think, and this is the flow meter. You connect one input, one output air hose, okay, to the water pump. I think that's all for today. One more little thing, one more, it's not that big deal, but I put here measure tape, 1, 2, and the third one. So how I did that, as you can see, my laser head starts from here, okay? So when you adjust your machine, you will see the first laser point is right at the end of this measure tape, at the end of this line. If you can see the line here, okay? So if you put the target, not the target, sorry, if you put your object, so your object will start from here. The object will start from here. So let's say I will do something and repeat it many times. I'll do same cut and repeat it many times, okay? So what I will do, I will adjust my, let's say, my board at 10 centimeters. I have it in centimeters, okay? You can add it as you like, inch or centimeters. I have it in centimeters. So I have the beginning at 10 centimeters or at 0 centimeters, but from the middle would be easier. So I have it exactly at 11 centimeters. I will adjust my laser start cut my object. I finished, I took it out, I put another one again, I put it 10 centimeters, I start cut my object again. It will be exactly same without changing anything. Let's say I cut my object, okay, and I took it out. I found I didn't see full penetration out of the wood. Now I have to put it back. It's very important. It's very important to put it back exactly at the previous location. Otherwise, your work is completely screwed. You have to repeat everything. So you have to put it back exactly in same location. Little trick to do that by using the tape. How? So what we will do, we'll cut piece of tape, and when I put my object for first time, I put the tape over here, okay, and then another piece of tape, I put it on the ground here, okay. So as you can see this line, so when I align my object, I removed it, I put it back, line to line, that's it, it's in the same location. Don't forget to, you have to skew your bed all the time. Skewing the bed is really easy. Just put little tape here on both sides, okay? So you make sure your bed will not move when you check your object and remove it, put it back. Your bed is stable, okay? So please, I think I covered everything today, and hopefully I answered all your questions. By the way, I added this also sponge here, so when you close it, the smoke will be inside. Please, if you have any other question, let me know, and hopefully I explained everything in details. Actually, I was planning to cut all this wire and do it again in front of you, but that's a lot of work, so please forgive me, and I will answer all your questions. If you still have any, please feel free to contact me, and enjoy your laser fun. Okay, have a good night. Resistor, so 5 volt LED lights,